It's also great to be here. I was thinking driving on the way here was listening to our mayor, because I'm a Mississauga resident myself. I live in Clarkson, so it's was a no-brainer for me to show up. And I was thinking, here we are. I'm in separatist territory here. I grew up in Quebec. You can tell from my accent. I grew up in Quebec, and I distinctly remember back in the 70s and 80s, all the discussion about separation. And here I am again in Mississauga talking about separation, different kind of separation, but it'll be, I guess it'll enliven your discussions here at the Board of Trade over the next little while. I suspect it's already been a hot topic. But anyways, I'm not here to talk about the separation of Mississauga, but to be talking to, now glaze on my crystal ball once again and talk about the economy, the Ontario economy specifically, and also the implications for you in business and the business community. You know, what you should be thinking about over the next little while, because it's been quite a, well, especially over the last few months, it's been quite a wild ride, especially in financial markets. There's a lot of things that are going on, and just I'm trying to put a little bit of perspective on it and give you a little bit of a sense of where things are going. And at the same time, clearly remember, I'm trying to remember what my message was last year, but I'm sure it was something along the lines that we are, from purely an economic cycle point of view, we are where we want to be. We are at the top of the economic cycle. All the economic resources are pretty much fully utilized. Now think of the labor market. I'm not quite sure if your business is looking to hire, but if you are hiring, I'm sure you're finding a little bit difficult to find the talent you're looking for. And so in that context, this is from a macroeconomic policy, this is where we want to be, but at the same time, it's not worry-free. And when you're at the top, a lot of people think, well, the next step is down. Our view really is not, we're not necessarily, that the next step doesn't have to be necessarily down. We can stay at the top for a little bit longer, but it's going to be an adjustment from a macroeconomic policy point of view, but also from a business point of view. You'll have to change a little bit of the mindset as far as what we should expect from interest rates, for example, and from the fiscal policy. And I'll talk about the Ontario government a little bit later on. But the whole, I find from a politician's point of view, for example, this talk about creating jobs has to shift towards making sure to align what the labor market can offer and what businesses can expect from the labor, because this is now, it's more about aligning what's the labor force and the jobs than creating even more jobs, because, and as I'll mention a little bit later on, there are businesses are, there's lots of unfilled positions out there, so actually probably the record levels of unfilled positions. So we need to adjust the mindset a little bit.